Hell, a term first used to refer to the netherworld of the dead by the Anglo-Saxon pagans in 725 AD. An afterlife concept spread throughout the mythology and religion of the world. The inhabitants of demons and souls of the damned. An omnipresent force which dictates the scales of justice by its presence alone. A place made to punish humanity in parallel to the sins committed upon earth. Hell is a concept that doesn't stray too far from the hive mind of morality, but along with it brings the greatest of mythology and folklore. Whether hell exists or not, I'll leave that for you to decide, but for the participants of this story, it most certainly did. Within the Kingdom of Bohemia, often referred to as the Czech Kingdom, which today resides as the Czech Republic, founded by the Premyslid dynasty in the 12th century, Bohemia was a country with a strong folklore presence, a mix of Christian and pagan customs to be exact. You can still see this to this day. The Czechs are fantastic at keeping up tradition and host various folklore festivals in which they honour their history every year. For today, only 13% of Czechs would refer to themselves as believing in the Christian faith, a staggering drop considering the 77% who would have said the same in 1921. It was a different story in the late 13th century. Not only did people believe in Christianity, they feared it. If you choose to believe, this story today could bring chills to the bones of any man. 30 miles from the capital of the Czech Republic, the city of Prague, you will find a Gothic castle built upon a pillar of natural stone. This castle is known as the Hauska Castle. The existence of a castle might not seem too peculiar, but it is in fact the existence of the castle of which we are here to question. On the outside of the castle, it features many windows, but if you ever visit, you'll realise that not all of them are real. Strangely enough, glass panes are placed in front of a wall, merely giving the illusion of windows. The castle's defences were not made to face outside of the castle, keeping things out. No, in fact, the defences of the castle were faced inwards towards the inside court. It makes you think, was it there to keep something in? Strange, right? This castle gives no strategic value. It doesn't reside along any trade route, and for years after it lay home to no residents. So why build a castle? Why build a castle surrounded by miles of thick-clad forest and mountains of sandstone? Well, folklore would give you a reason. The castle there was to cover a hole so deep the eyes of any man could not see the bottom, a hole that led to hell. And with this passage to the netherworld came creatures that ascended the hole, creatures that they said to be half man, half beast. Chimera would be a fitting term to describe the demons, who'd come at night to abduct and drag humans down into the pit, as well as winged bat-like monsters, who'd be propelled by explosions of the pit's gases, and fly around destroying crops and terrorising cattle. This is said to be the reason as to why the castle was built, to keep the creatures in. It seems that the ties with the other world would bring an attraction to the site, for people who wish to tie bonds with the forces at work. It is said that sometime before the 1800s, there was a Swedish man known as Oronto, who would live a life of robbery and murder, terrorising the locals from the Hauska Castle. This was until a local hunter shot him dead. It was highly suspected that he was there, like others after him, to practice black magic. It was during the Second World War that the Nazis, during their campaign, occupied the Hauska Castle, the official reasoning being that it was used as library storage. However, even textbooks state that the location drew interest down to the mythical and psychic happenings that went back centuries on record. It's speculated that the Nazis had set up camp here to practice the occult, dimensional portals to be exact. This is highly plausible due to Adolf Hitler having a strong interest in the occult, or the knowledge of the paranormal as it's described. They found the skeletons of 3 Nazi soldiers after the war in the grounds. They had been executed. It's up to you what you take from this video. Of course, it's mostly hearsay and born from folklore, but you can see what it was like firsthand to spend the night in Hauska Castle. I've left a link in the description below. Let Karel Hynek Mácha, a Czech romantic poet, tell you how it was, or if you dare, visit yourself.